In this video, I'm going to show you how to run a slideshow and how to use PowerPoint's slideshow tools. Now, to run a slideshow, you'll want to be on your slideshow tab. I'm assuming that you've already used whatever options in the setup group you want to set up your slideshow. Now, once you're ready to run the slideshow, you have a couple of options. You can run it from the beginning, which is from slide 1. From current slide, which is whatever slide you have active. Right now I have slide 3 active. Or you can set up a custom slideshow. I'm going to show you that first. So if I click this custom slideshow drop arrow, this is going to allow me to only show the slides that I want to choose. And this is a great option if you want to tailor your presentation for different audiences. So I'm going to click that and choose custom shows. My custom shows window opens up and my tools for creating one are over here on the right. I'm going to choose new. Now the define custom show window opens up. I can name this show or I can go with the default name. I'm going to leave the default name. And then it shows me the slides I have available in the presentation and the slides that are in this custom show. So far, I don't have any. So I'm going to check off the ones I want to put in this custom show. And then I click the add button. And now they're added. And if I want to change the order of them or remove any, I can use these buttons over here on the right. I'm all set, so I'm going to click OK. Now I can see I have one custom show. If I want to run that show, I can just click the show button. And that puts me in my slideshow. And now I'm just clicking my mouse to move through my transitions and animations. And notice that this custom show is only going to show the 3 slides that I selected when I created it. Now, when your slideshow is done running, you're presented with this screen that says end of slideshow, click to exit. So I can click my mouse button or hit my escape key, and I'll be brought back into normal view. Now, my other 2 options are to run the slideshow from the beginning or from current slide. So I'm going to do it from the beginning. Now, again, I'm running my slideshow by clicking my mouse because that's how I set it up. And as I click, my animations and transitions are happening. Now, if you look in the bottom left corner in the slideshow, you'll see that there are these little transparent buttons available. You have your back button, your forward button, you have a pointer option, a slide sorter, a zoom, and a more options. If you right-click your mouse during your slideshow, you get a shortcut menu that provides you with a lot of the same options that are in these little transparent buttons on the left, and even more. Now, most of these are self-explanatory, but there are a couple that I want to point out to you. The zoom in is a nice feature. It gives you this window and you can place it over whatever you want to zoom into. So I put it over my content. When I click, it zooms in. If I hit escape, it takes me back into my slideshow and out of the zoom. I'm going to right click and get that shortcut menu again. And I want to point out show presenter view. Now in this view, your slideshow is still running, so your audience still sees it, but you have access to see your next slide that's coming up and any speaker notes that you have for the current slide that you're showing. You also have some options here at the top, show your taskbar or unshow it. You can adjust your display settings and your slideshow. And again, you have your pointer option, your slide sorter option, your zoom, black or unblack the slideshow, and more options. And then you've got your navigation buttons here. To get out of this presentation view, you can right click and choose hide presenter view. And that brings you back to the slideshow that you were in a second ago. Some other options I want to point out are your pointer options. You have a laser pointer, a pen, and a highlighter available to you. And you can change the color of any of those tools with a point and click. So I'm going to go with yellow. And then I'm going to right click and select the highlighter. Now my mouse pointer changes to the highlighter, and I can highlight whatever I'd like. If I hit my escape key on my keyboard, I drop my highlighter and pick up my mouse pointer again. If I want to erase any of the writing that I made on my slide, I can hit the E key on my keyboard. And another option I want to point out is the help option. I wouldn't recommend using this during the slideshow, but this is a nice option if you want to see any of the keyboard shortcuts for different topics. And if you want to end your slideshow, you just hit the escape key. So that's running a slideshow and using your slideshow tools.